Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is KG of 1223 Productions, and today I'm going to be talking about Ableton's flagship device. It's a beat making device. It's the Ableton Push 2. So many of you guys have probably used the MPC or NI's machine. This device is like the best of both worlds. You get that MPC kind of feel with the pads, but also you get that machine connectivity, that feel like you always feel like you're connected to your computer. However, I never really have to touch Ableton on the PC much at all. So let me break it down to you guys right now. We have this device. We have Ableton Live 9.5 running on my computer, and I just fire up Ableton Live. I start this up, I press this button in the back, and then I go, and then it's a blank slate. Usually you got your MIDI and your audio. When you want to add a device, you can do that. You want to add a track, you can do that. So for here, if I wanted to add a track, I would just go to what I wanted to select. In this case, I want to select MIDI, and then I could go to drums, and then I could go down to drum rack and load that up if I want to load in my own drums, or you can choose from their pre-selected kits. And it's great because it's preview mode the whole time as you're browsing through, so you know what you're looking for, and then you just load it in. And then Ableton will load it onto all the pads using the drumkit module. And here you can change the parameters of different stuff if it's available. In this case, you can transpose with these knobs. You can fade. You can even start the sample at different places. Why would you want to do that? There's a couple reasons. Sometimes you get these kicks that you cut up, and you just didn't cut them cleanly, so you can start the sample a little earlier or later. Alright, so I'm not going to be using their kit at all, so I'm going to go ahead and hold the delete button and then click that kit, and now it's gone. So that track is gone. I'm going to use my drum rack. Here it will have a bunch of pads blank. You would go in and you would find the pad that you want, and you can load a sound there. So I click this, I browse, and then I go to user files. This is important. And then you can go through the files that you have on your computer. So I go to download, and then I go to kits, and then I find a kit that I like, and then I could throw some stuff on it. So I want that crash, and then I could just load it. But that's not what I'm gonna do today. I already have everything loaded in. So that's the sounds I'm gonna be using for this example. Alright. Now, laying the basic drum pattern, first you want to find your tempo. I have my 140 BPM. It's going to be kind of a trap style sound that I'm going to go for. So, you got your kick, got your 808, got your snare, you got your hi-hat. Now, I'm not going to try to make a professional beat at all today. This is just a demo purpose beat. So it's going to be really basic and really try to make this as fast as I can, but explain everything as much as I can at the same time. So if you're watching this video and you're like, man, this is a boring beat making video, this isn't what this is about. This is about you checking out the Ableton Push 2, seeing if you like it, and if you should purchase it, or if you're new to Push 2 and you need some help learning it. First of all, I must say this device is pretty intuitive, so I don't think you'll have that much problem learning it. So here we go. First, this is important. Now you want your bar to be 8 lengths. Like if you want exactly 8, you have to hold the fixed length button and select the bar. So in this case I go 8 because it's a trap style. And you set that. You make sure you turn your metronome on so you can get your feel of it and you can play it. Feel the metronome out. And then when you want to record it, say you want to count in, so you hit stop clip or even just delete clip, and then you hit the record button. It'll count in and then you can tap away. And as that's going, you quantize it, make sure that everything's good. Say for example, you messed up on your drums, and let me put one in for you right here. Say I did that, right? The cool thing about Ableton is I don't like that kick there. I have to delete it and play it over again. Nah. I could go into Ableton and click it with my mouse and delete the note manually. Nah. I'm not gonna do that. There's a step sequencer built in, always running, and you can just click the note and get rid of it. And I think that's great because it takes a lot of time out of it doing it. It makes the process a little more streamlined, and the workflow is just, I can't stress this enough, it is fast, man. I'm doing things that I've never done before, and it's not about speed, it's just about how it feels, how fluid it feels. And say I want to add 3 kicks in the beginning, I know where they are. And it's just that simple. Say I want to take that last kick out, the kick in the middle out in the beginning. But let's go ahead and leave it 3. We'll do that. So with this step sequencer, you can skip the whole process of going in and recording notes if you want to. I think it's best to use them both at the same time. So you got, you can tap away on your pads if you want. And then you go through each bar, each row of bars. So right, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's the way it works. It's that, and then that, and that. So it shows you what you're doing on the screen as well. So it really makes it really easy to follow. And it's not hard to follow at all. Alright. So we want to lay the snare now. So we're gonna know where the snare goes. We can click it in ourselves. Oh, one's late. One's really messed up. So I really messed that up. So do I have to redo it? Nah. So I know my snare is here, here, and here. And that sounds great. So, see, that one's late. I see that. So I go to the second. Watch. It's late. So I want it over here. And this one is late too. So I just move it. I just delete this. Watch. It's really simple. See, that one was late. I just say, get rid of that. Move it here. Just tap it in. See, that's a little messed up, right? And then boom, it's fixed to that sense. So you don't really have to delete and manually record over and over and over again. I remember when I was using the MPC, how hard it was when I just couldn't, the quantize button just didn't do enough. It was like, dang, that's still really late. I gotta re-record this. It's really bad. I don't have to do that. I can go in and switch it, and I don't even touch the mouse. I haven't even touched the mouse yet. So that's what I love about Push 2. And if I had to sum it up, of the things that I love the most, I'd have to say the step sequencer on top of the pads. Like, you don't have to go into a separate mode or anything. It's just always running. It's always there. I think that is lovely, man. I think that is just great. So we need to add hi-hats now. So we turn our repeat on. And now we got 1/8 playing the whole time, right? And that don't sound bad, right? So turn our metronome off because we got our drums. And now we stop that clip. And you can always change it from 1/8 to 1/16, 1/16T, 1/8T, 1/32, all that stuff. It's really just on the fly. Alright, so let's put our hi-hats in. So I messed that up. Didn't want to do that. So I can go in and change all the hi-hats like that. Or I can hold delete, click the pad, and just the pad's deleted. Never just hit delete or else you'll delete your whole drum track. Make sure you hold delete and then click the pad you want to delete. Alright, so in this case I already have, so I want to add 808s, right? I already have the hi-hats. So I just need to add the 808s. Then I'll do that. Stop that clip. Play it. Alright. So I got my hi-hats the way I want them. I had to stop the video and do hi-hats real fast. Like I said, not a professional beat. Just want to show you guys. You want to lay your 808s out, right? So, turn off repeat. I already selected where I want my 808s to hit. Kind of like based off of where the drums would hit usually, but I made a pattern out of it.